welcome to today's episode of the Social Diary. My name is Conchitah Lilian, and as always, I am not alone. For I have my co-host for today, it's just an honor. Who's none other than our very own journalist and assistant managing editor, because if I don't say that, she's gonna kill me later. Miss Ingrid Nantege, hello.
Hello, Conchita. First of all, the honor is all mine. We all know how Social Diary is like the most lit show on Metropole TV, and we're all dying to be on it. So each time you reach out, I'm always so excited to drop everything. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. So don't forget to keep the conversation going on all our social media platforms at Metropole TV KE, and send in your feedback using our SMS line that is number 20146. Now, Inge, this one really caught my attention. To start off with, Giraffe Manor Hotel was under fire when it recently announced that they were now open to locals. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
The hotel is now is like one of the most exclusive hotels in the upper market of Karen neighborhood, and it came under sharp criticism by Kenyans online who alleged that the hotel shunned locals and only opened doors to them since they were no longer getting foreign tourism due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now the backlash came from Kenyans who recounted discriminatory experiences at the hotel due to policies which are now seen to be like more disadvantageous to local Africans. But it's more of like, my God, how? Now the hotel, however, denied claims and said it is it is in a very extremely intimate property kind of setup, and they're only unable to facilitate walks-in at the same time. Now, Inge, your thoughts on this?
Conchita, first of all, I didn't even need experiences from Kenyans to let me know that there's something wrong at the Giraffe Manor. As someone who's very passionate about tourism, I'm big on just seeing national parks. In fact, wherever I go, one of my interests is what are the hot spots to see?
Listen, there is a Giraffe Manor.
The minute I saw the price tag of Giraffe Manor, I knew I was disqualified. And Conchita, once in a while I can save and afford, but even with saving, Giraffe Manor was just one of those priorities that was not a priority for me.
It's about dollars. They're always, if you look at the prices, first of all, it's more of oh wow. Okay.
And in my view, the biggest problem with Giraffe Manor, it's fine. You can have a price package for international tourists. A lot of countries do that. In fact, you'll go to certain countries where they'll have a package for international tourists, they'll have a package for East Africans, and then they'll have a package for locals, right? That way, you can put into consideration everyone. And also, if we're in a country where we're trying to drive domestic tourism, why are we still then letting such establishments get away with ridiculous prices that lock out the locals? How does that even make sense?
Let me tell you, Giraffe Manor, to be honest, it's in terms of dollars, you can see 600 plus and above, $150. I don't know, it's just for additional whatever it is, and they're just thinking, okay. But they say that, listen, it's a very intimate property. It's not for, just whatever.
So intimate for who? For foreigners? What does that even mean? Conch, it still doesn't make sense.
Ellen, the generous went there.
I agree. And Conch, again, from someone who hasn't been there, when you look at the pictures online, in fact, the Giraffe Manor is one of Kenya's most selling attractions. When you look at the pictures, you want to be there. If you've seen those pictures where someone is sitting
I know, and then they have giraffes coming over them
heads are, they're feeding them. It's an experience that everyone would want to experience. And yet here we are looking out locals and just opening it up to foreigners. The whole concept is wrong.
Ingrid, I'm a catch.
Of course. And Conch, how do you feel about the fact that it's now when they're struggling, there's nothing they can do about the fact that there are no tourists coming in,
but still
that they're opening up that doors? No, this is when they're saying coming for walk-ins.
Exactly.
Walk-ins. Conch, walk-ins.
And still the prices that they're just not still okay. We're all struggling with this, during this pandemic. The prices are still semi-affordable.
Of course, it's still not very accommodative to the local person. But what I like about this pandemic, it's really going to shape a lot of businesses. Those businesses that had Madharau, those businesses that had pride, those businesses that think they didn't need Kenyans, now you're going to know. You're going to know.
Now we have just Maggie who says, this is on the KOT, who says, how I'm looking at everyone who is invalidating the experiences of Kenyans who have experienced racism, sorry, both real and apparent, at hashtag Giraffe Men, yet they were the first to post black squares on IG screaming hashtag Black Lives Matter. Pretenders are worse than murderers for real. And then we have at Kenya, that is Kenya We Love, who says, now that the dollars, euros, and pounds have dried up, Giraffe Men suddenly now want our KSH, that is Kenya shillings. Nafa. Keep that same exclusive energy. Let's see how long you survive. COVID really is the great equalizer. Hashtag Giraffe Men, hashtag arts, and then the person just went and tagged the entire place. And then we have a that is Zay, he's called who? Zay what? Zay. Who? Zay, who says,
Conch.
I know. Zay says, if an establishment, like a stock brand doesn't feature people who look like me in its marketing material, it's not for me. If the only people there who look like me are staff, again, not for me. That kind of Eurocentric stroke white centeredness doesn't value and appreciate me or my money. Hashtag Giraffe Men. And then we have that is Ron's Remy, who says, this is it. This is an ego and emotional rant about the hashtag Giraffe Men. It's not a race issue the lady brought up. It's unsolicited between money and availability. Then bang, conclusion, race. I have worked here and nothing like racism. Hashtag Sunday vibes. Why would this person tag William Ruto though? Come on.
Like misplaced
priorities.
Yeah.
And then we have at @VJimmy_K, who says, I'd hate to spend my money, then the giraffe doesn't even come into the window to eat from my hand because they are conditioned to think that black people in the dining area are just doing the cleaning. Like, why?
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
You know, Conch, actually, you can tell from those tweets that the reactions are mixed.
They're really mixed.
However, there are two that I really resonated with. The person who said, don't invalidate people's feelings, saying, oh, no, it's not about race. It's discrimination in whatever shape, form, or manner. If you're in my country and your price tags lock out majority of the people in the country and appeal to people who are outside, that doesn't make sense. You cannot tell me I'm not the target audience when I'm in this country, and yet majority of the population is not the target audience, and the target audience is outside. Go set it up outside there. It's wrong.
Let me tell you.
And that worker, I'm sorry, Conch, one more thing. That worker who's talking about there's nothing about race, I work there, shut up. If you go online, you'll find majority of the people who visit the giraffe Men.
She will say giraffe.
And yes, the guy said the giraffes are even shocked. They don't eat from black people. I mean, I know that's just in light taste, tongue in cheek, but it is what it is. Conch, it is what it is. You cannot invalidate feelings of so many people who've gone through the same exact thing, and the price tags speak for themselves.
You know what, because there's so much I don't understand, I'm going to take you to the next trending topic. You know, it's for the sake of Ingrid's emotions and, thoughts.
I need a
Let's move on. She needs a minute. Breathe, Ingrid, breathe. Now, I war erupted on Twitter after Public Service Cabinet Secretary Margaret Kobia attempted to defend impeached Kirinyaga governor, that is Anne Waiguru, using the gender card. Now, the CS had suggested that Waiguru had been indicated because she's a woman, attracting, like a barrage of comments from Twitter users, and, like KOT. There is like, no. So now a total of 23 MCAs out of 33 voted in favor of the motion by the, that is Mutira Ward representative, that is Kinyua Wangui, to remove the county boss from office. Now, 4 MCS abstained while 6 were absent, and Mr. Kinyua accused Miss Waiguru, what do you call her, Miss? She's on Mrs. But anyway, Mr. Guru of gross violation of the Constitution by failing to deliver. The annual set of the county addressed the county assembly, and the governor is also accused of using her office to unconstitutionally confer benefits to herself when she was irregularly paid like travel allowances, which amounted to, get this, 10.6 million shillings. In your thoughts, and please don't be mad.
Okay, I'll do my best. I don't think I'm going to be as mad as I was on the giraffe Mena. However, Conchita, I'm all for female empowerment. Like I love women as much as like the next person. I'm all about women being in top leadership. I'm all about women just being let to do their thing and representing, because of course we have the ability to. However, to see another lady come up and say, oh, the reason she's trying to be taken out is because people can't deal with women being on top, or women, I think that's wrong. Because, Conchita, they've not just said, oh, get out. They've given reasons. They've said she went against the Constitution. She did this. She used funds in her own favor to a tune of 10 million. They've given a comprehensive list of what she has done. Let's take sentimentality out of it. Let's take emotions out of it, and let's look at things as they are. If you've done wrong, you've done wrong. Whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, you should be brought to the book.
Yes.
You understand? So I understand, like, Conch, even if they tell you, oh, Conchita did this, I'm going to think about defending you until they reach to me the list of Conchita stabbed this one, Conchita. And then I'll think about it, be like, Conchita, I love you, but see you in Vegas after you get out. You know what I mean?
Now, if we go on Twitter, we have a Twomboy who says, Ati, you are disappointed because Anne Waiguru is being impeached during the fight against COVID-19. Was she in the process of making a vaccine? And why are you disappointed when government demolished houses in Roy at night, leaving families out in the cold during fight against COVID-19? Question mark. And then we have that is our Bravinuri, who says, I'm going to make sure I note down the senators who will oppose impeachment of Anne Waiguru. Those are people who shouldn't be re-elected. Mixed feelings over there. And then we have a _Onyanka who says, a snake can shed its skin, but will always be a snake. Stop masking Waiguru's incompetence with gender. Feminists, remember her incompetence and corruption as Devolution CS, NYS Scandal Season 1, where we've gone to Season 8 of NYS Scandal. You're forgetting on that.
To a looter. Wow.
Anyway, then we have a that is who? It's called what? Voting KE, who says, with the way women leaders are coming out defending Anne Waiguru, I can confidently say Susan Kihika is a man. Why now?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that to her? And then we have a crazy Nairobian who says, the question is, how will Waiguru Anne living? I really don't know. She's under living. Yeah. She's doing good. Anyway, let's move on swiftly. Now, in response to the negative effects of COVID-19 on teaching and learning, the University of my apologies, guys. The University of Nairobi. I got that right?
You did it. Finally, we got there.
So the University of Nairobi Senate approved guidelines and procedure for online examination on 8th May 2020. Now, the special Senate was chaired by the Vice Chancellor, Prof. S.G. Kiama, and the Senate relied on the provisions of, that is what, statute what? What are the guys called? Is it
Statutes.
Statutes.
Yes.
What are they? Just kidding. That gives Senate the mandate over all academic matters now in the university. However, comrades power opposed the online examination and said it would be unfair for their fellow comrades in disadvantaged situations to sit for the examination. In a letter written by the UN student leader, it indicates that network coverage of the Telkom Kenya is inadequate. That is like 30% among comrades, and electricity coverage of 56%. And some students are also in flooded areas like, Kano, and others have, a debt between food and the daily data bundles. Now, comrades moved to Twitter with the hashtag UN Hear Us and hashtag UN Does Not Care. Inge, your thoughts?
My thoughts are this is a no-brainer. It's obvious. I feel like, fine. This pandemic showed up. No one knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Even in terms of whatever solutions we're putting in place, we're winging it. We're just trying to do what we're trying to do so we don't lose the entire year. But is what we're doing effective? And is it going to cut across the board? Conch, it's obvious. It's obvious. In fact, I've seen a situation, Conchita, where there are some students that have come from high school, from rural areas.
Yeah.
And when they get to town, to universities such as UON, they've never even seen a computer.
Sure.
Imagine, as far-fetched as it sounds, Conch, it's a reality.
It is.
There are certain people who, where they come from, there's no electricity.
Yeah.
And here you are, coming up with measures that are only going to favor a select few, as anyway has always been the norm in this country. It's just not right. I mean, if we're going to come up with measures, if it's not going to be across the board, leave it.
Leave it, yeah.
Until you find something that's going to favor everyone, because how unfair is that? I'm already dealing with the struggle of, making ends meet in the rural place. I don't have electricity. Now you're making me forget telecom, even if it's just telecom. What's the internet penetration and affordability in this country?
But I thought you were getting Google balloons. What happened to the Google balloons?
What happened? Exactly, what happened?
My God.
I've not even never seen one.
I've never
and
even
Conch,
seen
I move around the urban areas. I've never seen even one.
Hey, we're on social media. We have to get you. It's called Ingrid. Get you getting friend. Ingrid today is on fire.
I feel like you brought me here
She's
to upset me. You brought me here to upset me.
Says, so we have that is Gishuki Wilfred, who says, the University of Nairobi, and then UONBI, kindly listen to the students. Why impose online exams whereas some students are sleeping hungry? People are fighting hard to survive. Education is a tool to equalize the haves and the haves not a tool to discriminate. Hashtag UN Hear Us Out. And then we have Mungeli, who says, UN is so fixated and blinded by this world-class university mindset that is actually infuriating. Wait, is that?
Infuriating. What I'm feeling now, Conch, I'm infuriated.
I just did that on purpose because I wanted
so
to say
infuriated.
I did that on purpose because I really wanted you to say it.
I know you're infuriating me on purpose.
So now we have issues have been aired, and yet they choose to turn a blind eye. We won't stop until we are listened to. Every student matters. That world-class mindset, period. Hashtag UN Hear Us. And then we have Randa Gali, who says, hashtag UN Hear Us Out. Hello, world-class university. It is your son, not from a world-class family, but eager to learn and chant the status of his family. But I have no means to achieve your world-class standards set. Hear me out. And then we have Ami Nuri. Is it Ami Nuri or Ami Muri?
Ami Nur, I think.
Ami Nuri too, who says, well, the world class and economy has stopped for the sake of protecting our most vulnerable. 2% mortality. Yet at UN, that is at the University of Nairobi, is deaf to the plight of almost half the students missing out online learning. Still imposing exams and fees to maintain its program. Hashtag UN Hear Us. Our Hear Us Out. Careless, or is it? That's what the person said. And then we have, that is SGI_Oriaro, who said, asking a student to defer when it's not his or her wish is not as easy as University of Nairobi VC puts it. He also has to consider the psychological effects of such an order. Such students may lose the morale of learning because of that poor tag. Hashtag continues and all that comrades power. Hashtag UN Hear Us Out. Now, Inge, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we are back, more on the social diary.